Hey guys, welcome back. I just wanted to take a few minutes and kind of reintroduce you to my AI app, Victoria. So basically, it's a standalone desktop application that's running on Windows right now. And I'm just going to show you the overall functionality, some of the improvements that I've made. So, for example, I'll just start off with this. I just asked her how she was doing, and then she responded. So you can, to interact with her, you can either press the microphone button here, so the application is not recording you all the time. It's only going to record what you say once you hit the record button. So for example, you can also play and pause the responses to go back excuse me, in the history. So for example, this is what I said earlier. Hey Victoria, how you doing? And then she responded with,
Hey Ryan, as an AI, I'm always ready to assist. Don't have feelings in the traditional sense, but if I did, I'd be doing great. Ready to help you out.
okay,
What can I do for you today?
awesome. So we can also say in the text input here, and then she's going to say that she's typing, and then you could see that it comes back pretty quickly. So then I can also ask her, I can say, hey Victoria, can you repeat your last? So she'll go back into the memory.
Of course, Ryan. Here's what I said. Hey Ryan, since I'm an AI, I don't have feelings, but I'm all fired up and ready to assist you. What can I help with today?
So you can see it's really intuitive. And we also have the reset button up at the top here. So if I want to reset the conversation, and what this actually does is it actually deletes the memory. So in the application itself, there's a memory that's stored in a data.json file. So everything that you say or type and everything that she responds with is sort of written to this data file. Now if you don't erase it, she'll go back and she can read this file to get responses that she said before. So I'm just going to delete it here now. So once it gets deleted, the history gets erased and it's gone. So let's start off a new conversation with her. Hey Victoria, how you doing? I'm just making a YouTube video here just to sort of introduce you to the world. So sometimes there's a bit of a delay. It just depends on...
Hey Ryan, I'm doing as good as a bunch of algorithms can. That's excellent news about the YouTube video. Need any witty one-liners or fascinating factoids to kickstart the intro? Or shall I just say, hello world? Software's own homage to introductions. Haven't lost my sense of humor, still set to a comfortable 60%.
Yeah, that's amazing. So basically, she has configurable settings as far as her personality and her learning curve. There's predefined parameters that you can set for her behavior, etc. Let's just try a few more things, and then I'll show you some text responses. Oh, that's great. Is there anything you'd like to say to the folks on YouTube?
Absolutely, Ryan. Hello, YouTube. I'm Victoria, Ryan's trustworthy AI and unofficial stand-up comic, here to make his daily life a breeze, and potentially yours too. Whether it's tackling complex mathematics, dabbling in computer programming, or just sharing the occasional witty banter, I've got it covered. Consider me your friendly neighborhood AI. Without the spandex superhero suit, of course, because, well, I don't have a physical form. Speaking of, can anyone invent a digital spandex suit? Just a casual thought?
Now, what do you think about that? Isn't that amazing? So I'm just going to copy and paste some Python code here, and I'm going to ask her to explain it. I'm going to say, can you explain this code? So I've also updated the prompt here. Before it was just on one line, but now you can hit Shift and Enter, and I can paste the code in like so. The input box here will expand. It'll stay expanded momentarily until she responds, but then it'll go back to normal. So let's just see what happens here. Can you explain this code? And I can either hit enter or I can hit the send button over here. So I'm just going to hit enter. So the text prompts are a lot faster, obviously, right? And I'll explain why in a second. So it'll take her a second to read the code. And so since it's a text input, her response is going to be text. So that's sort of the way it works. So if you send her a text message, she's going to respond with text, right? And that comes in handy if you're in a situation where you can't use your microphone or you don't want an audible response. So it's fantastic if you're just like, you know, in a quiet environment and you have to ask a quick question, you can just enter it in. But the great thing is if I want to, I can ask her to repeat what she just said. Hey, Victoria, can you repeat your last? And she's going to tell me what she just said and explain the code. I haven't figured out a way to get the syntax highlighting to work quite yet in her responses, just the way that the front end and the back end works together, but I'm still working on that. Maybe in a future update. So she's basically going to read her response from before, and then she should pretty much explain it the same way.
Absolutely, Ryan. So this Python script finds the maximum product that can be achieved by multiplying two numbers from your list. Remember, 1. Def max product, nums, defines a function named max underscore product, taking a list of numbers, nums, as an argument. 2. Nums, sort, sorts the given list from smallest to largest. 3. The return statement calculates a. Product of two largest numbers in the list, which would be at the end of the list after it's sorted. Nums, 1 asterisk nums, 2. B. Product of two smallest numbers, nums of 0 asterisk nums. That could be larger if they are large negative numbers. Your test list is 1, 10, minus 1, 9, 10. Sorted, this gives us 10 minus 1, 1, 9, 10. The product of the two largest ones is 90, 9 asterisk 10, and of the smallest ones is 10, 10 asterisk minus 1. Therefore, amongst these, the function will return 90, which is the larger product. And yes, there's a little hiccup in your code comment suggesting the output to be 100. With these inputs, the result should correctly be 90, not 100. Just keeping it real here. Honesty is the best policy after all.
Isn't that fantastic? That's amazing. All right, so that's just a sort of a brief introduction, maybe a little bit complicated, a little bit of that code there for her to explain. Sometimes she gets the asterisks wrong, and instead of saying times, like minus 10 times, parentheses, negative 1 equals 10 sort of thing. But, you know, she's doing great. So, hey, I'm going to make a bunch more videos just showcasing some of her abilities. And, of course, we started with Alfred and we had a few other versions, but I think this version is pretty good. I like how I can just, you know, put the code in there and she'll read it. You know, pretty neat, right? Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.